Hey everyone, it's Anya. Welcome back to my channel. I am here today with my weekly home fragrance empties, and I do have some partials in what I've been melting this week. I have a wide variety here: vendor, small business, vendor, retail, Scentsy, some stuff that I've created. It's kind of a hodgepodge of things. We've been having some warmer temps that have kind of discouraged me from melting my fall basket, three fall basket scents scents that I pulled. But yeah, I'm really excited. This is I'm always excited for this video, but I also am just pleased with how much I finished up so far this month. I think I'm at 47.5 items for the month of September. So we still have one more week to go. Today's the 24th as we're filming, as I'm filming, and I'm ready to get past the small talk. Let's just get into this basket of wax and bags, and we can have a discussion about what I've been getting through. Okay, so let me just take a second and get these partials pulled out. We'll talk about this first. I have a few. Oh, I have some really good things in here. Make sure that's all. Yeah, okay, so that's all the partials. I have 5 here to talk about. Let's talk about one of the ones that I melted this morning. So I had pulled from Rose Girls, She Dances in the Rain, that I just recently received in July from Rose Girls. And She Dances in the Rain was a blend that Jenny had created in honor of Amanda Dixon, and this wasn't one of the ones that she blended one of her blends with one of Amanda's blends. This is one that she came up with, and I want to say within with talking with Amanda's husband and trying to capture Amanda in a fragrance. And I can't remember the story, but it was something about how Amanda loved the fall. She would just take joy in the small moments of life, and She Dances in the Rain sounds like enjoying a simple thing in life, which is, while some may view rain showers as a damper, today I did. I got caught in the rain quite a bit. I was not dancing in the rain. But there was a few times I remember in my life that I took a moment to feel each drop on my skin and just taking the fresh air. And it was like when the rain came, it was hot, but then as soon as the rain started falling, you immediately cooled down and just felt grounded and whole again. I have no idea how to explain that or what that sensation feels like. That all to say, the notes in this, in She Dances in the Rain, is autumn rain, crisp apples, crunchy leaves, and wild, cool autumn air. So I had put half of this mini melter bag, about half, in this morning, and this is so strong. And it was such a long-lasting scent. Like, this was still performing at like 8 out of 10 in like strength when I came home from work today. And this had been in since about 6:30 this morning. So when I came home around 6:30, yeah, so 12 hours, and this was still a beast. I absolutely love this. This was just so refreshing. I have it double bagged because I like to double bag all my Rose Girls just so I can keep as much in it. But previously, Jenny had used a thinner mill bag. This one in particular is thicker, so we might have an issue, but I just want to keep as much as of the scent as I can in, not that I've ever had an experience with rose girls scent leaving the bag. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Like, I get a touch of the apple, but what you really get is just like this autumnal freshness. The rain, you can definitely smell like an aquatic note, but like I can smell those leaves. I can smell like the cool air, but there's like the sweetness that might be coming from the apple. I absolutely love this, and I only bought one of these bags, so I may hold on and use the rest of this at some point in the next 2 months. It was stunning. It was absolutely stunning, and I am in this place of the month where I'm finding myself more emotional, and I just like, I don't know, just thinking about Amanda when I melt things that have been either made in her honor or her wax. It's just crazy that I never met her, just from the few interactions I've had with her on social media. She really left a mark on me, so it was very nice to be able to melt and think of her in this time, because the world has gone nuts, and it's just nice to be able to enjoy the small things in life, including my wax. Okay, I have 2 here from Second and Spruce. We'll talk about the first one here. I've melted not even a whole half of my mini loaf here, a bun in the oven with plus jammin', which is house biscuits, fresh baked bread, cinnamon sugar, honey butter, jammin', which is raspberry jam, and butter toast. You guys, this is so flippin' good. So good. I love this so much. It is so strong, so warm, bready bakery, but there's like, I feel like it's just perfectly balanced. This raspberry jam doesn't take over at all. There's like the savory components here with the breads, the biscuits, the toast, and that sweet honey butter, and then that jam. She has an amazing raspberry jam. This was phenomenal. And actually, I took it upon myself to finally try this blend that Elizabeth Quinn had talked about. She had melted breakfast in bed with bun in the oven plus jammin' in, I don't remember, she said alternating warmers. Y'all don't come at me, but I just think I'm over breakfast in bed. It's the raspberry in here, and I don't like a lot of Scentsy's raspberry, and I think there's just too much maple in here. But I like pumpkin pecan waffles, so I don't know how that makes sense. So I had these in alternating warmers. I ended up taking this bar out and putting in something else. I don't know what else I put in here, but it complemented the scent. So I would rather have had a whole crap ton of this going versus this in alternating warmers. This was too much. This was fabulous. 100% would get that again. And I have one more bar, breakfast in bed. I don't know. It may have been the weather. If it's too hot outside, I can't melt and enjoy these deep, rich things, which is the majority of my basket. So the struggle is so real right now. Anywho, next up, I melted actually half of my clam here of cider, milk, and cookies from last year's fall into winter pre-order from Second and Spruce. This is so good. You have apple cider donuts, milk and cookies, and a subtle hint. This is subtle hints of caramel. So what I get from this is cider lane, apple cider donuts, and then her milk and cookies. This is so good, so rich. I absolutely love this. And the reason why I melted only half is because I want to melt some more of this later on during my fall melting. And I only have this one clam. But these 3 cubes, banger. Like, so good. Like, you don't need a lot of Erica's wax to throw to fill a space. My living room is probably like, what's 15 times 17? It's a lot. It's a triple digit square foot. I can't remember. It's pretty big for a 2-bedroom apartment. When this was melting in the living room, it was throwing perfectly well, and I did it in like a triangle, in alternating, like in a triangle, like across the room, so I had like just enough to be able to scent it. And then there's a few, like I did maybe 2 cubes, I cut those in half so I could spread it out even further. So good. Have you ever had cider cookies from Teddy B's? Very comparable. I liked Erica's version better. Next up is Dessa's Homespun Scents, and I melted maybe 2 rows. I think 2 rows of On the Boardwalk. I was craving like a lemon, but something energizing, sweet, and this was it. Cotton candy, lemonade, and salty sea air. I loved this. And the lemonade in here is so good. It is very potent. I love the salty sea air in here. It's just sunshine in a bag. It was so pretty. I like how the cotton candy sweetens it up. Even though lemonade has sugar in it, lemonade also for me can kind of come off a little too tart, like authentic lemonade. Banger. So good. Banger. How's that just a word? I mean, how's that just a descriptor? This was such a great thrower. 10 out of 10. Like, it was so good. And I would say that the lemon does kind of fizzle off. I would say I left that in for 12 hours. But I've also melted it when I stayed home all day. The salty sea air is the thing that lasts the longest, which I have no complaints about. I love salty sea air. Okay. Then my last partial here, I melted a quarter of my tub here of Trickin' and Treatin' from Teddy B's. This is purple sugar, which is blue and pink sugar, beach treats, and vanilla cake pops. This is so pretty. I don't know if I can pick out the pink sugar. What I get most of is the beach treats and then the bakery from the vanilla cake pops. And this was poured in October of last year, October 24th, 24. And I got this in November. So I've been waiting just to see what the difference would be between this and, like, say, a Surfside Sweet Shop or Marshmallow Cake by the Ocean. I wish I could smell more of the pink sugar and the blue sugar, but I'm okay with it because it is beach treats. Like I said, it's been hot, so I've been digging on and enjoying some. I mean, beach treats for me is year-round, but I feel like it also helps me when I'm craving still bakery, but like not as heavy bakery. I will usually pick something beach treats or beach nights, blended in. Words are not working. Give me this is I'm filming this at 9:30 at night. I ate dinner, took a nap on the couch with my cat, and now here I am filming a video. So let's get on into the empties. We'll do bags first. Okay. So included in the bags, the obligatory cotton ball bag. This is a super jumbo cotton balls from Studio Selection from Dollar General. You only get 90 in here, but I just refilled my basket in the living room. And we'll include my wax in here too. That are bags, and then we'll get into the plants. Okay, so first up here, I melted through a 6-pack of macaron shapes from Macaron Wax Melts and Bake My Breath Away. This is so good. This is warm and cozy, apple fritter, powdered donuts, and Palo Santo. Like a woodsy, smoky apple scent. Baked apple. The fritter in here is delectable. Powdered donuts, say less. And that warm and cozy, I feel like I'm catching more like a spiced, embery type note. Oh, this was so good. I think I split this. I mean, I melted this in the living room, so this was a good, I would say a good medium strong in there. I would get that again. I also melted through my sample from Knowles Farm Scents and Snickerdoodle. Melted this in my bedroom. This is cinnamon spice, vanilla cream, clove, ginger, and sugar. I split the sample into my 2 warmers here in the bedroom, and it was a beautiful spiced cookie. It was so good. It was just, I like to melt bakery in here when I'm winding down from the day, and it was just perfect. Also melted through the rest of this, there's a brittle size bar here from Traverse City Wax Co. in Hocus Pocus. Look at that cute little cat. So this is buttery vanilla, sugar crystals, and rich spices. Lori had gifted this to me, or this was in the round robin. Maybe it was either one or the other. I don't know what's in here. I want to say maybe it's like a vanilla chai latte, maybe. It just felt very spiced, but also very buttery. Something about this just by itself kind of turned me off. Like, but it was a great performer. Like, something about, no, how do I say this? It was a great performer. Like, this one had some longevity. I put this in the living room, and I want to say maybe in some of the kitchen crock. One, to get through it, but not like forced myself to get through it, but to also have some fall vibes going on. And I kind of feel like that's what that is. There's like this I have no way of describing this other than chai can sometimes come off to me as dirty, and I don't know how to make that sound not so derogatory. And it's only because of the spices that are used with chai. Sometimes it just depends on the spice blend. But cumin, if you've ever smelled cumin seeds, they can also smell dirty, like dirty hippie, armpity. They're just very robust. They have a specific kind of scent. So does anise, so does cardamom. So I don't know how else to describe it. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a great performer, and I'm very pleased with how well it did. So please don't take that in the wrong way. It's just how, I mean, I cook with cumin all the time. I have Mexican heritage. Like, my mom is half Mexican, so like I know how to make Mexican dishes that her grandma taught her how to make. I know how to make tortillas, and I use cumin a lot in a lot of my dishes, and it's one you can't make Mexican food without, because it is a very important spice. So is garlic. Oh, so good. And they're both very great for you. So anyway, tonight in the living room, this is one of my most favorite comforting scents. And I had a really trying day today. Not only did I have to deal with having my cycle in my 40s, starting on day 1. No, this was day 2. But this was kind of like a very emotional day for me. And it was short fused. And I cried in my car. Like, it was a hot mess. Plus, it got stormed on, and I had wet clothes and socks and shoes for like 3 hours. And I ended up having to stay at work again over an hour and a half after my out time today. So I was not a happy camper. It was a very trying and testing day today. And I struggled. So I decided, I was like, I know exactly what I'm going to put in when I get home from work. and that is Strawberry Pound Cake and Palo Santo from Lavender and Speckles. I absolutely love this blend. It is simple, creamy, beautiful, cozy. It is like a warm hug to my heart. And it's because this is Strawberry Pound Cake dominant with the Palo Santo. It's beautiful. I've had this from several different vendors, but the way that Beth had blended this, it's just perfection. And this also makes space in my Lavender and Speckles drawer, so I'm very happy that this is done. And this was from, I want to say, November of last year. So hey, melting through some older Lavender and Speckles. Another apple scent that I went through is I melted through my souffle here from Swanky in apple pie fireside marshmallow. This has to have a crust note or some sort of buttery deliciousness. Oh man, when this was in the warmers, like this was just the rich, warm, spiced apple, like baked apple with like this crisp, thick pie crust, and then you get like this smoky marshmallow. Oh, it was so good. I'm here for this. I would definitely get that again. I can't wait to try, I think it's like holiday cheer or holiday something. It's a masala blend from Swanky that I put in my Christmas winter collection. Very much looking forward to trying that one. It also has eggnog in it, so I'm like here for chai and eggnog. I'm here for all eggnog scents, but I'm really excited to try that one. Another apple scent that I went through is actually melted through this whole pie here. Snickerdoodle cream cheese apple pie from Elfrey Waxy Wonders. This was a banger. I melted this whole thing out in the living room and kitchen. This is Snickerdoodle cream cheese frosting, green apple, Fuji apple, and pie crust. So this didn't have like the baked spiced apple. This was like a very fresh, like this was as if you were making an apple tart and you just sliced up your fresh apples. Oh man, the Fuji apple and the green apple in this was so good. And then I got like that pie crust. Didn't get much Snickerdoodle, but I am liking this Fuji apple. And maybe it's the combination of the green apple and the Fuji apple, but this was such a long lasting scent. Like this was in my warmers for a good 13 hours and it was still very prominent in the air. Like I was very pleased with how this threw. Long time. Okay. Those are a few of mine, but I'll touch on the things of mine that I poured, that I melted through this week also. Okay. Last vendor I have here, I melted through All Hallows Eve from Teddy B's. Oh, this was the same day that I melted cider milk and cookies. I put this in my crock. This is like apple cider, vanilla butterfudge, and cupcakes at Tiffany's, I think. I can see what the hype is about, why this is very popular. This is delicious. I love cider with bakery. Like, this was a winner chicken dinner, and this was a great melting combination. Kind of same vibes, but a little bit different. A lot of richness. A lot of butter tones in this. Oh, it just complemented very well. I would definitely get this. I just didn't grab it when that was available. Oh, and I have another sample from Teddy B's. Melted in my bedroom. This sample, I split this in half in in between my two warmers here in the bedroom. Last kiss, you guys. Oh, this was so pretty. Like a musky, fruity scent with a vanilla base. And this was such a great performer. This was in my warmers for 2 days in here. And it was just one of those scents that just went on and on. And I think I have a souffle, but this would definitely be worthy of a bigger size. Okay. We'll do my 2 Goose Creek here. I have 3 from Goose Creek. So I melted through strawberry sponge cake, which is kind of like a strawberry pound cake scent. I don't know if this has some scent notes in here. Something about this specific wax melt, every time I get it, whether it's from Goose Creek directly or Walmart, the oils separate from the wax every single time. Wow, you guys, this is so good. This is sweet strawberries, cream cheese icing, and vanilla buttercream cake. This is such a great performer. I was able to use these 6 pieces, and this is only 2.1 ounces in my living room, and the throw was amazing in there. Like this was probably in about 8 hours or so, like an evening melt. I would get again. This is actually the second time I've melted that in my living room. Both of these were also in my living room. I finished or melted my last clam here of blueberry funnel cake. This is sweet blueberry compote, powdered sugar, and fried funnel cake. Between these two, I think I like the boardwalk cone better. This one has a rich, more, maybe just like the other notes in here. I think it's the brown sugar with this. Okay, so the boardwalk cone has ripe berries, baked waffle cone, vanilla bean, and brown sugar. I'm alternating. I did these 2 separate days. I enjoyed them for what they were, like a berry bakery scent. But I think I would get boardwalk cone over blueberry funnel cake, but I did enjoy both of them. So very pleased. There's those 6 pieces. Both were evening melts for me, so I would say I probably got about 8 hours out of both of those, and that's pretty decent for me. So I have 2 clams here from Scentsy. I finished up my Gimme Candy. This is like a candy corn, butterscotch, toffee, buttercream scent. I should have kept this in my club. This is so good. And I think I just took it out because I was like, how often are you going to want something like this? Apparently longer than the time I had it in my club, which there's only 1 round. But I have 1 more bar of this, so I'm hoping I'll be able to find some more later on if it ever comes to it. Then also melted, and the last 2 cubes are melted here in the bedroom. I also revisited Calming Woods, and I used this whole clamshell out in the living room last night. This has vanilla, sandalwood, and cedarwood. And this was a flat back, but this was a new to me, but this was received in my July Scentsy Club. And I think because it is a flat back, which means it is older, this threw a lot better and did perform a lot longer. Like this was still going. Let's see what time I get home yesterday. Probably same time as I did tonight, about 6:30. I put this in not long after I got home. That's like my ritual. It's like come home, take off clothes, change my wax, so I can zen out to the day with some aromatherapy. This was still throwing this morning when I woke up and went to change the warmers, but I felt like it was just too heavy for the daytime. Although this could have been a great scent to carry on throughout the rest of the day since it was going to be a rainy, stormy day, which it was. I was pleased with how well it did. This one performed a lot better than the newer pour that I had from the March Scentsy Club that I received this in. I only have 1 bar. This is the one that I had added in at the time that they had the glitch. So I'm just undecided if I want to keep it in there though. I love sandalwood. I love vanilla and sandalwood. I just wonder if it's too harsh, too woodsy for me. Like this is really intense. I mean, maybe it would be really great as a mixer, like add in some cashmere and corduroy where there's more vanilla. You have the bergamot to add with that. That would be stunning. I think I might keep it in my club. It's in my quarterly. That's not due to process until October. We shall see. It may get cut. If I do cut anything from that club, which is probable, that unfortunately would be one to go. I wrapped up some pods in my car, swapped it out for frosted vanilla, and what I had in there was one of strawberry lemon cake and whipped vanilla lavender, like a strawberry cake lavender frosting moment. Oh, it's so good. Both of those are retired. This is retired. I love frosted vanilla. That's like a birch and vanilla with like a cool mint or something. I can't remember what that last note is in frosted vanilla, but it's in my club. I should really learn how to do that, or learn the notes on there. And then finally some testers. I melted in my bathroom cashmere and corduroy and scarlet sunflower mixed together in the same warmers. This is such a beautiful combination. I also melted through spiced ember glow as well as velvet moon. This is still in there. This is a strong scent, but I just don't know how I feel about this. I didn't know how I felt about it when it was available, and the wax had turned from like this light blue to like this weird green. So it was okay. I really enjoy Spice Ember Glow and then this combination of Scarlet Sunflower and Cashmere and Corduroy. So that's it for Scentsy. So the next up is wax that I made and melted through this week. This was like I only had enough to fill it up halfway of the two colors that I had for Know Your Toaster. So basically just used it as like leftover wax, and I didn't want to waste it. So if there's anything left in the pictures, I'll end up keeping whatever vessel that I pour the wax in. So this is Know You're Toasted, which is sugar cookie royale, zucchini bread, sweet bakery dough, and woodsy campfire marshmallow with Palo Santo. So this is the scent that I poured and had offered for the pre-order. I freaking love this blend. It's so cozy, sweet. Get the savoriness from the zucchini bread, but that sweet bakery dough is just nice, and the sugar cookie royale gives like that buttery bakery note with that woodsy smoky campfire marshmallow mixed with Palo Santo. Stunning blend. It's just, it may be basic, but it's so good and cozy. Also melted through, this was a leftover of strawberry pedophores. So this has strawberry pound cake, marshmallow peeps, birthday cake, and homemade cookies. Oh, I did this in alternating warmers with the strawberry shortcake, strawberry sponge cake, Goose Creek. So this was in alternating warmers. I feel like the way that this was like the leftover, so there wasn't a lot in here. This was like also discolored from some of the vanilla. I can't remember if that was the birthday cake or if that was the marshmallow peeps oil that did that. Anyway, I want to say about a medium. This was definitely stronger than this was, but this wasn't like a full on clamshell of that. Also melted a sample here of sweet cherry frosting, cherry cobbler, Chinese almond cookies, and sugar cookie dough. Something about this was very perfumey to me. Wasn't what I was going for, so I didn't enjoy that much. Finish up my one clam here, a buttercream inferno. I love this. Marshmallow fireside, blazing bonfires, pound cake, marshmallow peeps, and caramel vanilla swirl buttercream. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to describe this other than you get the smoky blazing fire. Like I can smell like the cedar wood and like the charred sugar along with the caramel notes, and I feel like you get like this dense buttercream pound cake situation. It's just bliss. I really enjoyed this. I hope you guys who picked this up have also tried this out. If not, it'd be really great to have for this fall and winter when you need a break from tree and spice. It's really nice. trees and spice. It's really nice. Okay. I also melted through 5 cubes here of, this was a blend that was blazed with extra 2 different smoke element type oils added to it. So blazed is Bonfire Nights, Bath and Body Works type. Fire roasted marshmallow, boardwalk marshmallow clouds, cashmere woods, and then this had smoky embers and campfire marshmallow, which is not the marshmallow fireside type. This is that one. The one that I have for this was a woodsy smoky one, the same oil that's used in No You're Toasted. Definitely got like a lot of the cashmere woods and the bonfire nights, and then a lot of the smoky embers. Not too much of the sweet campfire marshmallow. Wasn't what I was going for, but I know Stephanie really enjoyed this, but she really liked those deep smoky scents. But I really did like it because it did have a lot of the sandalwood in here. There's sandalwood in the bonfire nights, as well as the cashmere woods, and I don't know if boardwalk marshmallow has a sandalwood, but I know it has a magnolia note. And then creamy marshmallow. I don't know, just perfumey but smoky at the same time. I also melted through, this is one I offered last year, and I offered it for this year's fall pre-order. This is like a bag of shapes that I have here of Blood on the Moon. This was the first time I had offered this blend, and I am so mad because I couldn't get the cider donuts oil for this to offer for this year, so it was reformulated with apple and cardamom crisp, but this is spiced pumpkin and patchouli. This blend has cider donuts, warm fireside, which is like a spice ember scent, and then iced ginger snaps. So pretty, cozy. Just a kind of, my take on like a sophisticated bakery. Oh man, this iced ginger snaps mixed with that spiced pumpkin and patchouli with like a little brightness from that cider donut. And smokiness, like this is just so good. You have to enjoy spice to enjoy this scent, but oh man, I really am happy with that one. I also finished up, this was a brittle of the test blend that I made for cashmere pumpkin. This is a sweet pumpkin, cashmere cream, and vanilla pound cake. So I melted through the last bit of this brittle shape, and I really enjoyed that one. Then the last one here is Fireside Marshmallows, Vanilla Buttercream Crunch, Blazing Bonfire, Palo Santo, and Danish Butter Cookies. This was kind of like what inspired the Buttercream Inferno, except no Palo Santo. Vanilla Buttercream Crunch has like a rich buttercream with toffee. And then you also have the butter cookies. I wanted to play around with some oils, but this was back in March. So yeah, I really was just really trying something out with the stuff I had on hand, and it was pretty good. Let me smoke bakery moment. But that's everything, you guys. That's all I got through. I do plan on melting through some more of cider milk and cookies, probably tomorrow. Let me not lie to myself, but probably either melt this tomorrow or enjoy it sometime in October. Finish up my mini loaf here of bun in the oven with plus jam in. See, standouts. You know, I really loved everything I melted this week, except breakfast in bed, and that could just have been my nose. My sense of smell also goes kind of wonky when I'm about to be on my cycle, so maybe that's what that is. I don't know. Last kiss, you guys. This was so pretty. I'm looking forward to melting some of my souffle. Definitely gonna melt on some more of Trickin' and Treatin'. Probably next month. It's October. And then, yeah, I really enjoyed all the things. All the things I melted this week. Listen, if you're not melting and enjoying what you have in your stash, then why are you buying wax? Just saying. Okay, so I'm gonna clean off all of these things, put them back in the basket, and then make sure I actually take them off my spreadsheet tomorrow. drink some water, and I'm gonna go to bed. Hope you guys enjoyed spending some time with me. I'm sorry that this video is so long and chatty, but I appreciate you. I so much appreciate you guys so much. I'm obviously tired, but I hope you guys take care of yourselves. Enjoy what you're melting. And stay safe. I will catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.